in December. So, can you roll your knowledge and your understanding?
Can I spend a plot
give...
point? Can I spend 2 plot points to add my diligence to each?
Okay, so this is like your knowledge is like how efficiently you do it, and your understanding is how mercifully you do it.
Yeah, I figure I can try to be merciful this time. So the first 2d12s are the knowledge diligence. The second d8, d12 is the understanding diligence. I fucking suck at this.
All right, so you're feeling more merciful than knowledgeable.
No, I'm not. I have an administration modifier.
Well, you're still feeling more merciful than knowledgeable.
No, I'm not.
You got a 6 and a 3.
It should be 7 for my knowledge because of my +4 administration.
You don't use the administration on the standing?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. So I guess you feel slightly more.
Last time.
Oh, I forgot. So I guess you feel slightly more knowledgeable, and you distribute the sponsorships pretty much evenly. Like if there's like a rich kid that has a sponsorship, you're not going to give it to the poor kid who has the same kind of like grades. You're just going to give it to the rich kid because he was first.
Okay.
So it's a fairly balanced hand.
All right. That seems fair.
You pretty much like, this guy did it first, so he'll be getting it first.
It's whoever's higher up on the list.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then you file those away. And in terms of student council, everybody's in because it's a Monday.
Yeah.
So unless you want to talk to somebody.
I kind of want to talk to Mai.
Her head turns.
I'll turn that off.
Can't just turn off my personality. She'll just kind of look hurt.
That's great. Rio's confused.
All right.
So yeah.
Life sucks.
Yeah. Let's do that then, because kind of want to talk to her.
She'll be like, greetings. I suppose I must apologize first. And she'll just kind of adjust her glasses.
Apologize? Well,
it seems like I didn't account for how uncouth your friend can be.
Well, I suppose in that case, I will apologize as well, due to the fact that I do believe that other circumstances may push back getting the matter resolved.
Right. Well, it still stands true, as long as you do it.
As long as I do it. Well, I will still make sure to try to get that accomplished.
She'll just kind of smirk, and she'll say, when it comes to the Nakatomis, they can be quite high-strung. And often their pride leads them to be, well, not that great at deception.
Right. Well, I suppose I know a thing or two about pride. Still. Still. Like I said, it might be some time before I actually get the blood test done.
Right. Well, I would suggest you do it as soon as possible, before it's too late.
Too late?
Well, we're not exactly close, so I don't feel comfortable in talking about the things that I know.
All right, then. Well, and one thing I'll know in the future that... Well, actually, I still haven't confirmed that any part of your abilities are accurate, but I'm still going to trust that you're not misleading me until I find reason to doubt that.
On the contrary, it would be most unfortunate if I was to, well, purposely mislead you. Quite unfortunate for me, of course.
I see. Well then, with that out of the way, she's in Asade Links, right?
Yep.
Okay. So then, Rio will say, well, with that out of the way, you deal with the issues with the city in Mirai Academy, right?
Yes, I am part of that department. I basically go over the relationships between the school and the city. It's very important that we reach out community-wise, and I make sure that the terms of the agreement are beneficial to both of us, of course. And then, of course, you do get that information filtered down in terms of like the costings for such thing, and the management of events if they are, money and time spent.
Right.
Accounting of all sorts. I have made sure that each sponsorship is very clearly labelled with sense of with how important it is to the academy.
Right, of course. I've dealt with handing out my share of the allotments of the sponsorships. They're all going to the most intended students.
She'll just nod.
I must say that I do believe that out of the 3 departments, I would most prefer to be in yours. There's nothing wrong with finance, of course, but there is something lacking in the engagement with other outside factors that I'm missing from it.
She'll just kind of smile, and she'll say, "Well, that can be arranged if we get to know each other better."
Oh, well, perhaps, but for the moment, I don't really have any complaints with my department. I just figure that interacting with the city would be more engaging than interacting with numbers. I don't mean to say anything negative about any of the members or the departments.
Right. Well, I would have assumed you to be more of a numbers and behind the scenes kind of guys, but there is something about you that would make you a good people person.
A good people person? I'm not so sure about that one, but at least someone who's interested in other people, maybe.
Well, maybe not at the moment. In time, should things. Either way, what is it that you wish to know?
Right. I just wondered if you were aware of the Smile charity that's in town.
Yes, one of the government. You know, you have like government-funded charities.
Yes.
It's one of those GBOs, whatever it's called.
Yes, sure.
It's due to the importance of the local government to the city. It is quite of a high priority in terms of maintaining a stable relationship with the charity, and you'll be surprised that most of the volunteers don't have as strong as mythopoetic tendencies as we do, but there is strands here and there. It's one of the main reasons why the government is so interested in it.
I see. All right. I figured you would know more about them since you work in this department, and it couldn't hurt to ask now that we're finishing up with things. They came into the psychology class today, and apparently they want me to be one of their volunteers. I suppose if there are other mythopoetic strands there, it wouldn't actually hurt to take them up on the offer.
Good. Well, you should very much take up on that offer. To do so otherwise would be foolish. It's not simply letting people talk about their feelings. There's a lot more behind the scenes you should be able to cozy up to.
I see. Well,
just to prove my goodwill towards you, I will give you some advice as to how to handle or who to liaise with when you do your allotment.
Very well.
There is the government agent who's officially associated with the charity is a Mr. Rose. He should have been in the school today.
Yes. He wasn't very talkative.
Yes. Well, you know what they say about the least talkative ones in a line of business such as that?
Yes. I do believe it's that they're thinking more.
Right. I would advise that you try to go to him. He's the most important one. The rest are more like doers rather than leaders.
I see.
Other than doctors.
Well, thank you for the advice. It's been a nice chat. If there's ever anything I can do to assist you in the future, besides the obvious, proving your power is accurate and coming back to you in a more open spirit of cooperation, do let me know.
She'll be like, don't worry. These things that I do for you now are just mere trifles. It's up to you at the end of the day.
Well, a trifle is depending on what the person already has now, isn't it?
Well, I hope that we will meet again on more mutual ground.
Right, of course. Well, I do think I'll be off. I finished up my work. Have a good day, Arakawa.
You too, Agata.
And yeah, that's good.
All right. So with Reiko, she'll be going back to her daddy's, right? Back to the temple.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm not really the rebellious type, so yeah. I'll be going as soon as school ends.
Alright. So you'll go back to the temple. Walk. And you'll see your father is waiting in the lobby of the temple. And he'll be like, greetings, Reiko. Did you have a nice day at school?
Greetings, father. Of course. I smile.
Was that just me?
Yeah.
What?
No, Susan's
Okay.
So I said... I went robotic. Okay, so I said that... greetings, father. Of course I have. I had. Like, I say with a smile. Responding to his question that for me every day is like full of sunshine and rainbows. But I don't say that out loud, the last thing.
Right. Well, I had been informed that you would have been told about your new path. He'll smile.
Indeed, I was informed by Sugihara Sensei and what's the name of the other guy? Itsuke Sensei, that I am to be transferred to 1A.
Right. And he'll just kind of like move his head behind him, and you can see like a bunch of monks like ready to with empty boxes and stuff. And he'll be like, don't worry, I didn't draft them into them. They were quite happy to help you. You know, you've been a positive energy around this place, and you'll be missed, but of course you'll come back from time to time.
Of course,
you'll be too far away.
I'm not the one. I know that I'm a person to break the bonds I forged. And guys, I look at the people in the back. You didn't really had to. That's so nice of you.
They'll just be like, nah, we want to help you, of course, and the physical labor is all part of our training, and stupid stuff like that.
Okay. But yeah, I just reassure him and myself that, yeah, I won't forget about this place.
Right. I'm sure you've come to be aware that the Academy is a special place, and it is a little different to how we did it at home, but new experiences means you come out a more rounded person, and you'll be able to share that with the rest of us.
Of course, I will strive. Fuck. I wouldn't say I will strive not to disappoint you. I will say that differently. I will strive to do something on the lines of I will strive to do my best.
And I guess Reiki will help, like, direct what things he wants to bring to the dorm.
Yeah, some basic personal stuff, like maybe pictures of me, Shizuka, and Katsumi during our younger days and whatnot. My quarter stuff and yeah, more or less the usual things.
Alright, so the Mirrormen monks will help you do that. Alright. So I guess we will go to it depends. What does Ryu, Kaharu, and Akira want to do? I know Akira wants to go to Clag. So what does Ryu and Kaharu want to do?
Okay. Well, considering recent events, decide that I'll roll diligence. Okay, Karu is apparently still interested in her vision and is going to do more research on her own.
All right.
Though it's a case of barely interested. She pauses thinking. She pauses a moment wondering, is this really something she should be paying attention to?
Alright, so what I want you to do is that if you go back to the dorm to like study this, I want you to roll me a complicated roll.
Alright then.
So that will be like your knowledge or diligence, solo, and any distinction that matters. Plus you'll get your plus 10 from the studying within the dorm as well.
Alright then. Karu's studying diligence, since knowledge is definitely not working.
Alright. And if you want to spend anything before you roll or not.
This, even though she's doing this solo, this, in my opinion, still counts for a happy little meddler because she's meddling in something even if she doesn't understand it.
Alright.
And I'm definitely spending a favor to reroll that 34.
Alright. Do you want to spend another one, or do you want to keep it?
One more.
Alright. Woo! Alright, so what does that add up to in total?
That should be 104.
Say for 100?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so I guess what Kahari would do is that she'd probably look into like anything that's big about the city, and she would find out that the city was embroiled in the civil rights movement, and that it's about that happened from 1954 to 68.
So this is a vision of the past.
Yes. And that the specific the specific one that she saw, like she can kind of piece together, it was the Montgomery bus boycott.
All right. Okay then. Of the records, did she get names? Did she get names to put to faces? Since I imagine that something like this would be pretty public.
All right. If you're willing to spend a bit longer on it, you'll be able to get a name.
Yes.
All right. So you would have like the woman that you like saw being hauled away was Rosa Parks.
All right.
And you would know that the day that she was arrested was December 1st. And that's the day that you saw. Am I here?
Yep,
Yeah.
you're here.
Yep. Oh yeah. No.
All right
Oh,
then.
exactly.
Taking all this into consideration, Kaharu will send a text to everyone who was in psychology class this morning, asking if they saw or noticed anything unusual.
Oh, same old, same old.
I'm gonna roll for Sebastian. He's in the same class, right? Let me go. I should probably move that table of days being to the fucking top of the thing. All right.
Probably.
So it's Sebastian, Gideon, and Angelo Capper. And Shin.
Angelo's dead.
Alright, what's their intuitions? Let me see. Well, it's understanding, it's not intuition. Whoops, it was understanding. Oh, Sebastian has a D6 understanding. Alright. Alright, Sebastian boy.
How should Sebastian have a D6 understanding?
Because. I guess. I don't know.
Woo! Alright. And then Gideon. What's Gideon's understanding? He has
It's a D12.
Alright, Gideon. He's gonna roll a 1, I know it.
No.
Okay. So Sebastian will say that he felt kind of dizzy, like towards near lunchtime, and then Gideon would text back after a while. He wouldn't text back straight away. He probably text like a couple hours after she sent it, saying that it was a most peculiar day. It was quite enlightening. Really vague.
Okay then. Because Kaharu's Happy Little Menger has been kicking in all day. She'll be direct with Gideon and say, visions from the past.
Yes. I suppose that is what it was. Quite enlightening, really. I wasn't quite prepared for the history lesson.
Neither was I. Yes, but they rarely come into play.
Right. Quite the phenomenon. Would love to know the source of it. But I don't quite know, to be honest. And he'll say that his vision was totally different to Kaharu's.
And yes, Kara would definitely share her vision of the bus boycott starting.
So the vision that Gideon saw was he kind of saw like his vision was Japanese, and he basically saw the emperor of the time give his final approval to initiate war against the USA. And that was for World War II.
December 7th!
First.
That was a great... I know, I'm just saying. That's when they first attacked. It was a great day. Sorry, I'm in character as a Japanese.
Emperor Hirohito. There you go. All right. So you share your experience with Gideon. All right. So that would have taken some time. So I guess we can move on to the others. So, what are you gonna do?
Well, the initial plan was to go do the fighting, but since that's not going to happen, needed to talk to Gideon about finishing up the pendant.
Alright, so I guess that's why Gideon replied later then. Well, it's not Gideon, it's Birdman.
Birdman?
Yeah. Birdman's doing the pendant for you with the bits.
No, he's already got the gems. He needs the actual pendant.
Oh, I thought you were getting the pendant made by him as well. Whoops. Alright. Never mind.
When he first initially set this up, he just said that I'd have to get the pendant done, not that he could do the pendant for me.
Oh. Okay. So I guess you meet with Gideon.
Gideon, good to see you.
Greetings.
I was wondering if I could hire you for a project.
Certainly. What is it that you wish to be done?
Well, I need to get a pendant made to insert this. I believe I talked with you about it once before, as he shows the one of the gems in his hand.
Right. You wanted a pendant that could give you a disguise.
Yes.
Well, it will depend on the materials used, but that is quite ready. Do you have a specific disguise in mind?
Nothing off the top of my head. That's kind of why I want to switch it out, so different disguises.
Right. So you want something that you can slot in things to have different disguises in then.
Right.
Well, I can do that for you. I can have Hamato do the necklace, but in terms of the jewel, I was supposing that you'll supply those yourself.
Of course.
Right. And he'll just say, most of the power comes from the jewel itself. I simply need